ran past me multiple times.
Yeah. I gotta kneel down to see you.
Philosopher's Walk was one of the first places we searched. Wow. All right, well,
Okay.
it didn't go 3 hours,
Well,
but like 2:45.
We'll see you in round 2.
Hello, and welcome back to our game of hide and seek across Toronto. It has certainly been a while, and as a concession to you, the viewer, this episode contains both part 2 and 3 of the series. All rules and game mechanics are the same as explained in episode 1. If you haven't seen the previous episode, please check the link in the description to watch it now. If you've already seen it, welcome back. Just as a quick reminder, Denver ended the round with a final time of 3 hours and 6 minutes. I will be next up to hide, followed by David. Enjoy the show.
All right, it's going. All right, it is 12:13, and Daniel is on the clock. You got 45 minutes. Go.
Let's go.
Go, 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 go.
My plan is I have a spot that is right next to 2 things. Oh, it's so windy. It's next to both a park and a shopping mall. And my plan is to eat lunch in the shopping mall and to hide in the park. Okay, change of plan. The way to get to the mall really sucks. So I'm not going there because it included literally a mile of running. So I'm going to the waterfront and no one can stop me. So I am in position and the official hiding timer still has 12 minutes on it, so it's all well and good. I guess I'll come and be found in 12 minutes.
Now to explain why making this episode took so long. The Seekers in this round didn't record most of their choices or actions, meaning that me, the editor, had to stitch them back together and try to explain them to the audience, even though I only remember it through looking at a map where their current location was 4 months ago. So I'm sorry if the Seekers are a little hard to follow, and if you see a lot more of the hider this episode, it's not because I'm a narcissist, it's just because I have a lot more footage of me than I do of them. The good news is that their first play for the Seekers was to record a pretty much info dump on all of their strategy, which you will see now.
Daniel is hidden, and we are off and seeking. We've requested a 3-mile radar to start with. Hit! Oh, he didn't even wait.
Oh.
Great. All right, well, we still want to divide it, right? Or do we want to rethink that? Because obviously he's not way out there.
Do we want to do a smaller radar?
Well, the problem with doing a smaller radar is you make a bullseye thing, and like you can end up making an outer ring that is incredibly difficult to search. Okay.
Okay.
So he is inside that radar, which isn't, I mean, it's not entirely surprising. That is a lot of the dense area. Splitting that east-west is still very useful.
I agree.
So do we want to do that? Okay, the question is though, do we want to ask a picture question while we're walking there? Obviously you can take up 10
Can we
questions.
just like walk between these two sides? I feel like, well, we
we could, but the problem is we're kind of, oh, you mean walk from here to there?
Yeah. Specifically
Yeah.
walk from here to slightly north of there.
Yeah, but then we're not at a station.
So?
Well, then we got to walk to a station.
Okay, it's
So-
like 10 blocks.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, but we can't start the thermometer and ask the picture question.
Yeah,
See,
that's
whereas we
what
could start walking to the metro, go quickly half a mile on the metro, right? But we could ask the picture question while walking.
What picture question would you propose?
I mean, I think station or tallest building are the two obvious
Okay,
ones to
great.
start with. Which one?
Start with station.
Okay. All right. You got lucky. I forgot about the 5-minute question. We would like to request a picture of your station platform. We're going to walk to St. George Station, and hopefully by then we'll have the picture, and then we'll start a half-mile thermometer
Again,
and chop the race.
here's the two ways I think.
Okay.
I think like me, and then I try to think like Dan.
Okay.
Right? The way I think, at least in terms of our interactions we had before he left, it was like, oh, it's far. Oh, it's actually not, you know, implying that he at least thought it would be somewhat of a reach to make it to
Yeah.
this location, implying that it is either in a weird spot or it is far away.
Yeah.
Only thing about that, right? If I was me, I'm a bit of a troller. So
Yeah.
I would take that plug of admitting distance,
Yeah,
and I'd use
think
it
was
to
close.
reverse, and I would hide not that far away.
Yeah.
So
But
I'd
the
hide
thing-
like a station over.
The thing is, he could still be. There's still some stuff
Yeah.
that's time-wise a long time to get to. He could be up by Earl's Court here or something.
Yeah, no. But that's the point is though, is the other thing is Daniel's idea, which is not to think like me and not to do any trolling. And mainly, more importantly, he's been planning, unlike me, who I literally was like, university, yeah, sounds good, I'll head around there and see if it looks okay. And I'm like, okay, this looks okay.
Yeah.
After walking around for like 20
He
minutes.
has been. He said he'd been thinking about stuff in all 4 quadrants.
So I feel like he has
Some ideas planned out.
plans, and that like a slip up like that is not going to just change
No.
his plan, because he wanted to have time to like think about every
Yeah.
stop or whatever. So I don't think he's that close.
Yeah, we'll see. I did give him a bit of a clue when we were searching for you, when you were just talking about different places you could be, which is that I feel like these tram stations are very identifiable. So,
Clue to like
well, a clue,
stay away?
Well, yeah. A, like if you're on that tram line, it might be easy to recognize, and B, when he takes this picture, he's going to be looking for the things that I told him that made it identifiable and trying not to include them.
but
if
did you actually
possible.
like point out all the little things?
Well, so it's got like, so first of all, they're in the like middle of a street, so which there's a few other tram lines that are like that, but it's like a giant island that runs down the street, so it's pretty unique. And the stations themselves have kind of these decorative things at the top, which I don't know if I've seen at a lot of other stations. So we'll see what we get.
And then they want a picture of my Stephen platform. I assume they mean my station platform. So I'm gonna go head over and do that. Also went and got some genuine Faygo at the store. I saw this stuff all over Detroit when we were there. And I guess now it's in Canada, so that's just great. You know, the genuine Faygo, it's taking over. I'm gonna see it. It's gonna be in everywhere soon. I mean, frankly, you won't be able to get away from it. So there's my station over there by the trams. I left to go get this drink. The only problem is I don't know what angle I can take a picture at where you can't obviously see the urbanness. Okay. So I'm gonna find the best way to frame this picture where maybe like that's it. I aim it at the tram so you can't see the buildings behind it. Because my worry was the buildings behind the station. But you can't see buildings if there's a tram. And even better, it says training car. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that picture fits in the rules, and then we're gonna use that, hopefully.
I mean, a lot of the tram quote-unquote platforms are just poles with numbers on them, but still, like, that's a pole with a number on it. You blur out the number. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, I think he's up on that upper line.
Why? Because he cut off the roof?
No, because this is one of those central things, and he cut off the roof. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, how does one get it to the upper line? Okay.
That should be fine.
Question then.
Okay. Let's go.
If we
So if it's there, do we want to? If we really think it's there, right? Do we really want to do a half mile east-west from here, which is not going to really cut off much of that line, or do we go a half mile north and cut it this way, which, to be fair, really just figures out if it's that line or not? We could also go up to that line and ask same line. It's not that many stops.
I don't know how well time is gonna come across in this game, but it is currently lunchtime and I am very hungry. So there's a Subway right next to my station I'm gonna go to and hopefully get a very yummy sandwich, and hopefully Denver and Dad will be on transit for the next hour and won't bother me while I eat my very nice lunch. Thank you. Okay, I got my sandwich and I also got a heart attack. Apparently they want my tallest building and it's that one, which I'm worried because it, oh yeah, you can't see that. It's that one. And I'm worried about my narrative about being in the suburbs with that one. I feel like that's not a very suburban building. But who knows, maybe they'll be like, that's a really tall suburban building. I think I should probably cross the street to get a shot of it. So, the photo has to be of the top of the building, which I'm kind of concerned because it kind of... Sorry? The way it's designed could be recognized from a satellite map, I feel. But I guess we're gonna find out together. Okay, I sent them the photo, and I suppose I should draw all the cards for my questions at some point here. I've been really busy, you know, getting sandwiches and all that. Haven't actually gotten the cards. I'm gonna find a nice little bench to eat this, but then I really need to get those cards and hopefully curse them. Can you, oh, you're falling over. You know, I think you're a little tipsy. Yeah, you're really tipsy. Okay, I got the cards here. You can do a little shuffle. Oh my gosh. There's so many cards that are kind of hard to shuffle. This is impossible. For that question, I got the radar is draw 2, pick 1. So the first one I draw, I drew 2. They're both time bonuses, and I will keep this time bonus, gives me 4 minutes. So that's That's what I'm keeping for the radar. This goes at the bottom of the deck. It's really, really windy. Okay, and then in photos are each draw one. So I get Curse of the Water Weight.
Curse of the Water Weight. The seekers must acquire and carry at least 2 liters of liquid per seeker. For the rest of your run, they cannot ask another question until they have acquired the liquid. The water may be distributed between the seekers as they see fit. If the liquid is lost or abandoned at any point after the acquisition, the hider is awarded a 30-minute time bonus. Casting costs. The seekers must be within 1,000 feet or 300 meters of a body of water.
This is one of the ones the screen turned off. I can't see myself. Hello, yeah. Curse of the Water Weight. This is for the picture of my station. I got this card. And then for the picture of the tallest building, I get time bonus 2 minutes. That's the lowest time bonus. Great. I know this may be considered cheating by some, but I have actually, I've left the waterfront. In fact, I've actually left the area where I was allowed to hide. And that's because I'm in the snack zone. So we got Subway sandwich. That was $9 Canadian. I don't think they put any sauce on this.
So wait, St. George. Where is St. George? St. George.
St. George is this one. It's on both lines. We can take either line.
Stop here.
What's that?
Stop here.
Yeah, no, both of them stop there. We ideally want to get on the yellow line. We'll start it as soon as we're in the station, and we can stay on the train. All right, you get your ticket, hopefully. Okay. So we want northbound University line. Two minutes? All right, 2 minutes. All right, so we got a photo of his building from Daniel, and it is not a super high-rise building, maybe 5-6 stories. It's got kind of a funky circle-looking hat thing on it. So we're going down to the St. Clair tram line. I think there's a chance that that's the tram line he's on. So we're going to try to check closest transit line and see if it's the same as ours, in which case, now we've got him.
Yeah, but there's also a very high likelihood he's not.
There's a
Honestly,
possibility.
on that line.
But that's okay, because we didn't burn our thermometer.
That is true.
We still have that. I mean, that's the thing, is we came all the way up here just not to burn our thermometer. It'll cost us 10 or 15 minutes, but that thermometer could be really valuable if he's not here.
Okay, amazing news. They're on this line up here in like super north Toronto. I was gonna hide here, and then I decided not to because I thought it was too easy to get to from Denver's spot. So I'm not here, and I believe that they just asked, let's see, yeah, they just asked if my nearest transit line is the same as theirs. This time, I'm actually gonna set a timer for 5 minutes because I keep forgetting that I can do that, and I can install them. So they will get my answer in exactly 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back to America's favorite game show. What cards do I draw? What? How many cards do I get for the thing? Okay, so matching, transit line, draw 3, pick 1. So this is 1, the smallest time bonus. 2, the largest time bonus. Whoa. I think the second largest time bonus, so that would be pretty nice. 3, Curse of the Drained Brain.
Curse of the Drained Brain. Choose 3 questions in different categories. The seekers cannot ask those questions for the rest of your run. Casting cost. Discard your hand.
This would choose 3 questions that I remove for the rest of the game. I think at this point I'm gonna take the 8 minutes. So these 2 are going in the discard.
All right, so unfortunately our long shot on the guessing the tram line he was on was a miss. So now we're on the very north end of town. He's probably not anywhere around here, but we're gonna do a thermometer to try to figure out, we're gonna split the map east-west at least. I'm gonna put dollars to donuts. He's on the west side of it based on his tram picture, but we gotta find out for sure. And this will tell us. We gotta get to the middle of this park up here and we'll have gone half a mile. So we will see what we learn.
So Denver and Dad have they finished their thermometer, their half-mile thermometer, and they are colder now. But I'm going to wait to tell them that, and then I'm going to draw my cards. There's a squirrel just chilling. I can't zoom on this camera, can I? Nope, no zoom. Unless, nope, no zoom. He's just chilling. Oh. Okay, so right after I started drawing cards, Dad and Denver did a thermometer, which means I get to draw 2, pick 1. So the first card is randomized question. That's probably what I'm keeping, I can tell you right now, unless this is like really good. Veto, okay. So this was even better. This is veto question. I'm definitely keeping veto over randomized. So this is what I'm keeping. Randomized getting discarded. I would say this game is going really well because it's been an hour. It's been almost exactly an hour now. We're about 2 minutes away. They've dug themselves into a hole where they are now almost 80 minutes away from me if they booked it straight to my exact location. They've gone the complete wrong way and they've gotten themselves back into a corridor where there's only one line they can take and it's a slow tram. So I'm hoping that they just dawdle around and they don't come directly to my doorstep. And even if they did, we would be at the 2 hour and about 15 to 20 minute mark. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen because that'd be pretty embarrassing. I think my disguise of the suburbs somehow worked pretty well because they do seem to be in a pretty suburban area. I hope they don't just book it straight here for no reason though. I guess Discord has Wordle now, so I'm gonna play some Wordle if this camera can see at all. So let's start with terrain. What? Custom radar? Yeah, I gotta do Wordle first. No, that hasn't. Beeps. Anyway, 1.2 radar. Okay, actually, I don't know. Are they 1.2 miles from me? I kind of doubt it. See, they are here. Can the camera even see what I'm looking at? No, not at all. Just now. Wow. Measure distance. 1.2 miles. No, I am around 2 miles away from them. Okay, let's see. When can I send my answer? I can send it at 2:13. I'm gonna play Wordle now. Did it restart me? No, my Wordle. Oh no. I don't want to restart. Oh no, I didn't restart. Okay. No. No. Bleep.
All right, so we've requested a custom 1.2 mile radar from College Station, and we are boarding a College Station eastbound train, or westbound train, because we think that's where he's going.
Okay, so for a radar, I get to draw two and pick one. So top card is the worst time bonus. You can see 2 minutes for small game. And the worst time bonus. How lovely. I'm gonna discard this because I don't need it. So they asked probably the worst thing they could have asked. The widest road. I am in a city. The widest road is going to be pretty wide, and those roads are not going to be where they're going. So, you know, good on them. Good question. I'm feeling like I'm not as safe as I was like 30 seconds ago. And I'm hoping they're just far enough away that it takes them forever to get here. So my widest road in my area is Spadina Avenue, which is one of the main roads in town. It's about 400 feet that way. And I'm a little worried because it's decently wide. It's like 2 or 3 lanes in each direction, and it has a massive median that makes it super wide. So I'm worried they're gonna be able to look on a map and actually just straight up say that's Spadina. Because the only other really street that I think is that wide and girthy is maybe Yonge, which is might even be on the other side of that thermometer. So that might already be out of contention. So I have sent them my photo. I think I did a pretty good job of just having the road. You can see it there. Just having the road and nothing else. So I'm hoping they don't immediately look at it and say, hey, that's in the city. And I hope they just keep going to the suburbs. There is a tram in it, which, I mean, isn't against the rules. There can be a tram in it, but I mean, they know along a tram line because they know that's what my station looks like. Just hoping they're not like the trams aren't in the middle of the street where we are, because that's something I would look at if I saw that.
All right, so we just did a 1 mile radar from Bathurst and Dundas, and it was a miss, but more importantly, looking at the remaining lines, we have found his building as well as probably the cross area. He showed us the street down on Queens Quay, and so we've got to go down to Spadina and get down to Queens Quay quickly, and we know where the end game is now.
So I get 1 card for my photo of the street, and I get Curse of the Distant Cuisine. So find a restaurant within your zone that explicitly serves food from a foreign country. The seekers must visit a restaurant serving food from a country that is an equal or greater distance away. I think I don't keep this because I was looking at restaurants for lunch. There's like a Subway and other fast food options that are all American, and America is somewhere over that lake. That's not very far away. Like upstate New York is a few miles over that lake. So I don't think I think this is gonna be discarded because I don't need it. I'm still good for the time being. Let's see. Where is a quarter mile from that station? Yeah, so a quarter mile is like literally right here. right here. This is the line. And honestly, I think as long as I don't hide in the poison ivy, there are some pretty good spots here. Like, I mean, oh, there's a squirrel. He's eating a nut. That squirrel's eating a nut. Is that a peanut? That squirrel's eating a peanut. That's crazy. I'm gonna get a video of that squirrel eating a peanut. That's really entertaining. He's just nibbling. He's just nibbling on the peanut. You can get the zoomed in view of the squirrel. Look at that little guy. You can't even see him, I bet. Oh, the chunky one's back. Oh, the chunky squirrel's back. Oh, jet lag hide and seek is the best. You get to see all the chunky squirrels. They are very on their way. And we've just hit the 2-hour mark. Literally, as I'm filming this. They're about 15 minutes away. That's not good. Because I have this fear that they're just gonna run straight here and get me immediately. Obviously, I have the water weight curse, which will hopefully slow them down. But I don't think I can bank on that to end their run. Dude, that was going so well when they just got lost in the suburbs. Why can't you guys just stay lost? Yeah, they are hot on my tail, like right now. Google says 15 minutes away because they're on the tram line that comes directly here because it didn't go far enough into the suburbs because they played it smart. This is very annoying. I thought this was going amazing. I thought it was going swimmingly. In fact, it's not going swimmingly. It's going pretty poorly, I would say. It's going pretty poorly. I look sick. Why do I look so sickly? I'm like pale. And now they're on their way. I have a feeling that this run is going to be the polar opposite of Denver's run, where we tracked down his location very quickly and then just dawdled around. We could not find him. I feel like this is going to be, they get here not super quick. I mean, they're not exactly, it's been 2 hours. I mean, it's about how long it took to, I don't know, it took like 90 minutes to get to Denver. So they've already taken quite a bit of time. But I just have no real good place to hide. Because everything here is very flat. And there's no buildings to hide behind. If I'm gonna hide, I'm gonna be in a bush. And that is what I have acknowledged. So they're here. We are in the end game, and I have picked a spot that I think is serviceable on one condition. I lay down, because you can look around. The path is like right there. It's like 5 feet away. I actually came in this way. It's a little clearer. It's pretty good. The only problem is right there. But if I lay down, I think it'll be decently hard to see. Let's see. They're here, and they asked for a question of some buildings that I cannot provide. More importantly, I get to draw some cards. Hopefully, there's some oh, crap, the water curse. I gotta curse them. I completely forgot about the water curse. Okay, now to draw the card for the picture that I couldn't do. 4-minute time bonus. That's something, I'll keep that. I still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 cards, yes. And then this one goes at the bottom of the deck, it's discarded. They have to get 2 liters of liquid. Where are they gonna get 2 liters of liquid? I don't know, they'll figure that out. That's their responsibility.
All right, we've arrived at the end game. There's Daniel's station. There's his building up there. So we know that he is somewhere, probably in one of these parks, because he cannot see two buildings. So he is somewhere hunkered down. We're gonna start with Spandia Cay Wetlands, look at the music park while we wait for his pictures. Let's go. There he is! Oh!
There he is. Hi, buddy.
Hello!
I was so right. I'm like, Dad.
310. Oh man.
All right, bro. What's the time bonus situation?
Come on out here.
So many.
Good. I'm sure you do. We asked a lot of questions and we didn't get many curses.
Can't believe we didn't do the waterway curse.
Well, we would have picked one up if you weren't in this park.
This is like the other ones are like wide open.
I know. That's why we went here first.
Can you like come out of the trees?
He's coming. He's gathering his belongings. He's been camped down there like a hobo.
I've been here for like 5 minutes. I just.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we were pretty far away. I'm sure sooner or later you realized we were headed straight in your direction.
You guys came here so quickly.
Well, do you know what it
Dad
was?
finally chose. Well, there were two things. One, Dad finally chose to look in the right spot to see the building, because we had.
We knew that building would be noticeable on the satellite, but we just could not find it. And so finally we drew enough circles. And the other thing is we knew the tram line was one that
I gotta show you guys
went down the
something.
middle
I
of the
gotta show you
street.
guys something.
The third-
I was so happy about this.
Okay.
Although I guess now I'm not. I thought the tallest building. Okay. But I was really worried if we step out here. Oh yeah. I wasn't filming when you guys got me
That's okay.
because
You were.
Show the time bonus.
I got yay haw. But guys, come out here. Do you see what that is? That is right there.
Yeah.
I thought that
see
was
it there.
gonna be my tallest building.
Yeah.
From the station, there's like 100 feet, but the station is exactly in where
That's
the building blocks exactly the
Yeah.
CN Tower. I was so happy about that because you guys went to
Yeah,
the
we-
suburbs. You
I
guys
know.
look like chumps.
I know. All right, guys. That was fun. It was great chasing you down. But I gotta go. It is 3:23 and my hiding period starts now.
Get out and leave now.
All right, so I have done some research on where I want to hide, and I am optimizing for the end game. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's the best strategy, but Denver had a very good hiding spot. That worked out for him. Daniel, to be honest, not a super great hiding spot and got found quickly, even though it took us a while to find his area. I feel like finding the area, process elimination, it's going to take about the same no matter what, but we will see what they do if they can get really close but have no easy way to actually find my spot. So I'm gonna hide somewhere that I'm kind of surprised has not come up in all of our conversations. I'm gonna hide on a path. Specifically, I'm gonna hide on the Toronto path. So in case you didn't know, Toronto has a network of underground passageways. Miles and miles and miles of underground passageways with restaurants, with shops, with stores, with food courts, you name it. And these paths are marked on Google Maps. They are, as far as I can tell in the rules, just as legal as any other pedestrian path in the city. They are legal hiding spots, and so I can hide within 10 feet of any path. And so that is my plan. Here we go. All right, so I've got to decide on exactly which stop I want to be my home base. All right, so we are at my stop, which is a little hidden gem behind the Hudson Bay building. So it is Richmond Street West at Yonge, and my tallest building is way up there, and it's pretty generic.
Time to go.
This is probably called as they're supposed to.
That's so true. Okay. So we're gonna go straight to the station I was hiding at and do a half-mile thermometer. And then we will, once that thermometer is done, we're gonna stay on that tram line and head to Union, at which point we'll decide where to go from there. Because hopefully we have Dad's response. And then our plan is to, immediately after we get Dad's response, ask for tallest building from station.
What?
After we get Dad's response to what side of the map he's on from the thermometer, we ask tallest building.
That would be a good idea.
Because then we have 10 minutes on transit for him to answer. Okay.
So they've asked for a thermometer. They have headed to the east, so they have moved closer to me. And so that's going to be a hit, but I am letting them stew in it for a few minutes.
I think our next move, we should probably ask our next question. Did you ask for tallest building? Because I don't
Okay.
if you haven't done that yet, you should.
So,
Before you ask that, I don't think you should ask it yet.
so Dad is warmer, meaning that he is on the right side of the map.
Yeah, so that's good. Your intuition might be correct. Obviously, depending on how far you went.
The question is, do we go up to the green line or do we stay on the lower tram lines?
Yeah.
Because what we could do, how long would a 3-mile thermometer take on the green?
3 miles.
Because could we split that area in half by going along?
There's a much better way to do this. I want.
Because remember, metros are really fast.
Yeah, I know.
So we should get on a towards Finch. We need to get metro towards Finch.
Why? Where?
So we can go up to the tram lines.
That's true.
Did I tell you, this dumps right out to the
Here's
metro.
my suggestion, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I want to be careful. And after this, I want to ask for tram station. But my suggestion.
Should I
is-
ask for platform now?
No, not yet. And the reason why is I want to what?
What? I was making sure we're still recording.
I wanted to cut. I want to do a radar, and I feel like I want to do a radar that cuts.
The area in half.
I want it to just barely miss this line right here.
Okay, so go up 2 stations and custom radar.
Custom 2-mile radar.
Okay. Would that 2-mile radar cut these lines off?
Those are included. A miss here would be huge, honestly, because then we could narrow it down. Then I would go up onto this line, take this line to here. Like if it's a miss, I take this line, ask if he's on this line. If he's not on this line and he's at a tram stop, he's out. He has to be on one of the far these down lines.
Yeah.
And he might.
And
be
then we
on
just
this
take
line.
this down and over.
Right? So, or he is in the circle and he's somewhere in greater downtown, which is not exactly
Great.
the easiest spot. Again,
Basically, on a bigger map to explain what Denver said, if he misses and he's not up here, then we know he's on these 2 lines that are very small. But if we hit, then he's in greater downtown over here, which is still pretty
for
dense.
some reason he's like right.
And then Denver thinks he might be on this line that connects the yellow to the green.
All right, so we've done the thermometer. So we're gonna shuffle this. This really didn't get shuffled after the last run, so we'll give it a good shuffle. Gonna cut it. I'm gonna draw 2 here. 1, 2. Curse of the Urban Explorer.
Curse of the Urban Explorer. For the rest of your run, seekers cannot ask questions when they are on transit or in a transit station. Casting costs. Discard 2 cards.
For the rest of your run, seekers cannot ask questions when they are on transit or in a transit station. Not super valuable, mainly because they can they're not going to be on long transit runs. I also don't have 2 cards to discard, but this is only 2 minutes, so I think I'm going to keep this one for now. All right, so here we are, not far from the old City Hall, as well as the famous Toronto sign over there. And we are going down into the path. This is marked on my map. So scroll down here, see what we can see. All right. Nice. All right. They've requested a photo of the transit station. All right, so we got 10 minutes to get them that. Meanwhile, let's see what we can do. I think actually we'll explore this further, but we may want to go over here. Here's the food court. All right, it's at least prospectively my hiding spot right now. It's an old abandoned food court, literally right on the path. I'm not the most hidden if they walk right by here, but if they found this, they've been doing really well. They've asked for a photo of my transit stop. Still got about 6 minutes to give them that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna draw the 1 card that I get for a photo. We'll see what happens. All right, so we'll take the deck here, shuffle a little, we'll cut it. Top card is time bonus. All right, 2 minute time bonus, not great. Pair that with my Curse of the Urban Explorer. That's something to discard.
So Dad's station is a pole. I swear that doesn't have 5 distinguishable elements. But anyway, here, let this person by. I mean, it's just a brick building. We're gonna walk up here and we're gonna see the pole. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a tram near here. Yeah, there's like one right there on that pole. Yeah. See over there, it just lists the trams that can come. Oh wait, no, this isn't a tram straight, that's a bus. That's a bus stop, never mind. So, let's go look for some poles.
So while I'm waiting to respond to their second question, which is the transit stop, I just want to point out that they are currently 0.2 miles from where I'm at right now and within the end game range of the transit stop. Now, there's no way for them to know that. They're probably just going up the number 1 subway line, maybe to try to get a radar from somewhere, but they're really close. All right, so they got the picture of my transit station and pretty much immediately asked for the tallest building. The interesting thing is they, according to my map, really still haven't moved. And so technically I think they're within my end game range, which is fine. They haven't asked anything to know that for sure yet. Kind of would like them to move a little further away at some point. That would maybe be a little helpful. Yeah, they're right at a quarter mile within the range here. So not sure what's going on there, but I am going to draw another card for their tallest building picture. So we'll cut the deck and draw. Veto question.
The tallest building in Dad's area, and it is very glass. So we have decided not to ask the radar because we think he is like definitely downtown. And just looking around, we can't see. We can't see any glass buildings that exactly match his. Anyway, we can't see any buildings that exactly matches. So we're considering where to go next to look for it right now.
All right, so I just sent them a photo of the building. They've been bouncing around. I'm not sure if they're maybe underground, maybe in a subway station, or if they're just walking up and down the street. They might start to hit some radars soon, just to try to see if they're getting close, which obviously they are. So we'll see. This first part of the game may go pretty quick, but I'm betting on the end game.
We're locking in half-mile radar.
In the meantime, I guess.
Okay. I think what we do is it's kind of annoying because if we jump the gun before we get a response, we might go accidentally in the wrong direction.
Oh wait. Oh, I had an idea where there might.
Where could he be? Are there glass buildings up on that line?
Yeah, there are a couple.
Because the thing is, that doesn't matter, we already know that line dead. We weren't in the end game at Queen Station. We weren't in the end game at Queen Station.
They've hit me with a half-mile radar, and I'm within it right now, but the edge of my zone is outside of it. So if I get out of here and move within the 5 minutes, I can be outside of the half mile. Three, two, one. Here we go. You can see 0.4, 0.5. I'm outside of that. That's a miss. Miss. Oh man. It's a little close. All right. That is gonna really, really mess them up because basically my station, my hiding spot, most of my district, most of my final area are within that range, but fortunately I was able to get just outside of it.
Miss.
That's not great.
That's not good, but it's an answer. No, he's not in this area.
Here's what I suggest that we go down and go on this line right here.
And say, is your same line?
Yeah.
Then mine is the same.
Exactly.
Is this an entrance to the yellow line?
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Yes, it is.
All right, after that last excitement with the radar, all I had to do is drop in one of the buildings here. There was a entrance to the path right on King Street. I'm back in the path. I can explore some other hiding spots. This is headed north, all within my zone. Or obviously stick with the one I found before, which is just up here. Lots of interesting stuff in here. Again, it's crazy how much is down here.
And confirm he's not on the 505. 504, same line. What? Streetcars.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. Mr. Mango, we have entered the snack zone. With the mango strawberry smoothie. Here we go. Oh man, that is super refreshing. All right, update. Looks like they could be moving in my direction. We need to move towards our hiding spot.
The entire 504 route is currently only being serviced by buses, which is illegal. You cannot go if a station is being served by buses. There's one now, which means there is basically only one place Dad could be in the city and a few lines in the suburbs. But from the photo of the big glass building, we think he's in the city.
Yeah, unless there's like some random ass glass building like right there.
But we're asking for a photo of two buildings to make sure the big glass one isn't like a fluke.
Okay, so I've got a couple cards to draw because all the excitement around the radar. I did not draw my card for the radar. So let's see, radars, I get to draw two, pick one. So we'll start with that. So there's the deck, cut the deck. Okay, we got a time bonus, only 2 minutes, that's junk. Time bonus 12 minutes, that's huge, we're keeping that. All right, now we get to, for the pictures of the two buildings, we get to just draw one card, so we will cut the deck here, and Curse of the Egg Partner.
Curse of the Egg Partner. The Seekers must acquire an egg before asking another question. This egg is now treated as an official team member of the Seekers. If any team members are abandoned or killed, defined as a crack in the egg's case, before the end of your run, you are awarded an extra 30 minutes. This curse cannot be played during the endgame. Casting cost, discard 2 cards.
Got to discard 2 cards, I can definitely do that. We are casting this immediately. All right, so for my 2 cards that I'm discarding, I'm gonna discard the 2-minute bonus and the Curse of the Urban Explorer. I don't really think those are gonna come in very handy at this point, so those 2 are going bye-bye.
We have been cursed with the Curse of the Egg Partner, meaning that we must go to a grocery store and buy an egg. A 3.2 star grocery store, how popular. We do need to cross the street at some point. Okay, marketplace. It said closes at 6 p.m., so hopefully it's still open. This is not super promising. Oh, this is the market. Are they close? Wait, let's ask them. I was acquiring an egg.
We close at 6. Yeah, that's the last one.
We're good. Okay. Egg. Where would egg be? Do they refrigerate their eggs here, or is it like Europe? Is this eggs? It didn't say it had to be. This is eggs. It just said you must acquire an egg. This is an egg. This is clearly an egg. They're just a little boiled.
Sure, you know what? Fine. It doesn't.
He already has a little scuff. That's not our fault. Okay, we have eggs.
Genuinely sure.
Take picture of egg. Take picture of eggs. Here, can you put these in the backpack?
Yeah.
Put them in a pocket where they won't get damaged. Also, we should say, the one at the bottom of the pack is officially our egg, since we technically have to choose one. So the one on the bottom of the pack. There's a fancy center. Okay, so we're thinking about a radar, we just don't know how big. Okay, we have sent the 1 mile radar from where we are, and we are going to continue on to the next metro station. If he's in that range, hopefully we can, I don't know, go to him somehow. If he's not, then we have to start eliminating some lines, like now.
Okay, are we walking the correct way?
Yes, we are walking the correct way.
What do you think for dinner tonight?
I'm thinking nice Asian food.
Asian food? I was actually on the same page.
I know. That's crazy. We should just go get Asian food right now and absolutely troll Dad.
No, we should play.
That wasn't a legitimate suggestion.
We could go. Like, what type of Asian food do you think? 'Cause you could get like.
Okay, keep eyes peeled. That's the building I thought it could be before. Yeah.
All right, so they just hit me with a 1 mile radar, which isn't too surprising. I think they want to really confirm that I'm downtown. They've spent all their time downtown. If I was hiding somewhere else, which would be hilarious, then they're pretty cooked. But I am downtown, and there's no way for me to get outside the 1 mile radar, so they're going to get a hit there, unless I veto it, and that is tempting. I don't know. I may want to save my veto for like a roof picture or something, depending on where my final hiding spot is. The sky picture might be pretty telling, so I don't think I'm going to lose too much by giving them a hit here. They frankly probably already know this, so I'm probably better off just giving it to them. So we're going to go ahead and draw my 2 and pick 1. I believe that's cost for radar. Yeah, draw 2, pick 1. There's the deck. Go ahead and cut it here. Alright, first card is 4-minute time bows. Alright, too bad. Second card is Curse of the Impressionable Consumer.
Curse of the Impressionable Consumer. Seekers must gain admission to a location or buy a product that they saw on an advertisement before asking another question. This advertisement must be found out in the world, not on a seeker's device. It must be at least 100 feet from the product or location itself. Casting costs. The seeker's next question is free.
Seekers must enter and gain admission to a location or buy a product saw an advertisement for before asking another question. Must be found in the world, not in the seeker's device. Must be at least 100 feet. Seeker's next question is free. Ooh. I think I'm going to take the 4 minutes. Honestly, that's kind of fun. Ooh, gosh, I don't know. There's a lot of ads out there. They could probably just go to a fast food place or something like that. So, as cool as that is, I don't have a lot of time bonuses. I'm going to take the 4-minute time bonus.
We have confirmed that Dad is within 1 mile
So it's
of First Canada Center or whatever that place was called.
suspicious, right? Because there are really not a lot of places in Canada. Let me make this very clear, right?
The number of stations he could be at is minuscule.
Well, unfortunately, because of the way the circles work, there are a couple of annoying spots. So there's this spot right here. There's also this station right here. And I'd argue these stations right here, you could have walked and be within a quarter mile.
Didn't that one have like stupid service where like half of it was cut off though? Okay. Wait. What's that line called?
It's the
506. 506.
No, it's the 501. 506 is way no. That's Queens Park. That's way too north. No, I'm talking about this one, the 501.
Wasn't that the one that had like the weird detours?
Yes, it does have weird detours.
So you want to just cut it off, basically.
Almost, yeah.
Okay. So then we ride the metro up to St. Patrick, and then we do that. But I say, so you see, that's Osgood. Wait. St. Patrick. Is this the one that's on Queen? The same line as Queen? Hang on. What the hell? Osgood. Oh, Osgood. We ride up to Osgood. We hop on the trolley here. Oh God, there's no good trolley to get off at. Not really. Well, you want to go that? You want to go there? You want to ride up to Osgood? Because we should just start going.
All right, so I think they are probably a little confused. I don't know. They haven't asked me any questions since the whole egg partridger situation. They did do the 1 mile radar. They've moved outside of my zone, and well outside of my zone now, and within the area that is outside of their half-mile radar and within the 1 mile radar, which sounds logical, except that I'm hiding within that half-mile radar, and my station is within that half-mile radar, but not my entire zone. So.
And then it means that we have the option of either walking back this way or walking back the other way, since you're going to be like kind of in the middle. Or if it's the same line Dad's on, then that's just, smashing, baby.
Really, baby.
Okay. So, we don't know the answer to the question. We are currently walking back from the tram that we got off immediately. But we still had to go one station, so it's like a one block walk back. That's where we got on, like right there. Dad's tram is the 501 line. And then we have launched a very weird 0.4 mile radar. Okay, we're going this way. That car is backing up right into the crosswalk. We think he is one station this way, which is like annoyingly 3 blocks away somehow.
My phone lost internet, and I was down for like 10 minutes, which was kind of goofy. I kept trying to find some Wi-Fi to get back online, and I couldn't even make phone calls or anything to let them know. But they did ask me a transit line question matching as your nearest transit line, same as mine, which it was, the 501, so they've got my transit line. But that is a draw 3, pick 1, so we're going to draw that. And then they asked me a radar question, which is just about due. So 1, 2, 3. We've got discard 1, draw 2, veto question, curse of the overflowing chalice.
Curse of the Overflowing Chalice. For the next 3 questions, you may draw, not keep, an additional card when drawing from the hider deck. Casting cost, discard a card.
The next 3 questions, you may draw, not keep, an additional card when drawing from the hider deck. Got to discard a card. I think I'm going to keep another veto question. That could be really interesting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and respond to the radar. So, the interesting thing about this radar is I think if I had really ran, I could have been outside of it. They're outside of my zone, and the radar may have even been outside of my station, but it is within where I'm currently hiding, and quite frankly, I don't know how much it's really going to help them. I mean, it might have really flustered them if I had made that a miss, but that would have been a lot more running. It would have been a lot of work. I'm not really sure how much of that helped. Probably just piss them off. So I do, for the radar, get to draw 2, pick 1. So here we go. Draw 2. Curse of the Unguided Tourist.
Curse of the Unguided Tourist. Send the seekers an unzoomed Google Street View image from a street within 500 feet of where they are now. The shot has to be parallel to the horizon and includes at least one human-built structure other than a road. Without using the internet for research, they must find what you sent for them in real life. This is before they can use transportation or ask another question. They must send a picture to the hider for verification. Casting cost, the seekers must be outside.
Send the seekers on unzoomed street view image with 500 feet of where they are now, parallel horizon. Using a research must find what you sent in real life. Ooh, that might be good. And a 4-minute time bonus. I think I'm going to try the Unguided Tourist. That sounds really promising. So we'll discard the time bonus, keep this, and the overflowing. No, we discard these two. We get the extra veto. All right, so we're gonna send them this, I think.
Okay.
That was a very
So we have,
undramatic end.
we gave up
We would not have known.
because we got cursed, and apparently the stop he was at was, have we confirmed it was in that radar?
Here's the thing, the stop would have been in the radar. And first of all, the stupid ass stops aren't even on this map.
Hang on. Oh my god. You wanna know the funny thing?
What?
That's the stop I wanted to go to, and I wanted to show you the polls. I am not joking. Here's Queen. Here's Richmond.
So it is Richmond Street West at Yonggi.
We started walking this way. You said, why are we walking this way? We turned around.
Okay, well, you had no good reason.
I had no good reason, but that would have been such a good... We go up there, there's a pole. We're like, wait, this pole matches.
Yeah, that would have been great.
All right, so they gave me a call and said they give up. They cannot find me. They would have had to solve that challenge and a bunch of other stuff, and they weren't able to get it done. So, congratulations, I won. Congratulations, I won. Congratulations, I won. Yeah, so actually, when you were asking your like second and third question, you were in the end game and you didn't know it. And
Wait, then why didn't you respond? I can't answer that.
Because I couldn't answer
Wasn't one of them a photo of your station?
I gave you a photo of my station.
Of the tallest building from your station.
Yeah, I was standing there taking the picture.
But that was your hiding spot?
No, you left the end game spot. You didn't stay in there. You totally left it.
During that time?
Again, I stayed. When I saw you guys in my zone, I was not moving.